Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly decor crafts. So this is another episode in my I Love Fall series. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment down below. I'm hosting a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. I also have many videos in my I Love Fall series for you guys to catch up on if you missed out on some fun fall crafting and decorating. And if you're ready to start Christmas crafting, check out my I Love Christmas series as well. I've done several years of crafting and decorating, tons and tons of DIY projects I've shared with you on YouTube, as well as on Facebook. I have an Olivias Romantic Home Facebook page. I share several DIY videos a day with you guys over there. Listen, I feel like crafting and decorating is so good for your heart and soul. So if you love that, join me. I'd love to have you. It's just me, you, and my little camera and all of my crazy crafty ideas. So you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how you can take one of those Dollar Tree plastic lanterns and make it go from kind of cheap looking to a little bit more chic looking. So I'm going to take and I'm going to use some of this Waverly white chalk paint. I also kind of love this if you decorate in like more of a neutral palette or that farmhouse style. This would be a super great addition, and it's cute as is as well. But I'm just sharing with you guys an idea for how you can kind of jazz it up and give it just kind of a little bit more chic of a look. So I'm using the Waverly white chalk paint. It's from Walmart, and I'm dabbing some of the chalk paint off because there are a lot of grooves in the little design on the front of this, so that kind of helps the paint not get all globby. And I did end up doing 2 coats. Now I'm taking a sponge brush and sponge brushing some black paint kind of all over it to give it a little bit of a rustic effect. And again, you guys can do whatever suits your fancy with this idea. You could paint it any color, pink, purple, white. I'm also taking this Deco Art Premium Paint Pen, and this you can find on Amazon or Michael's or wherever you go craft supply shopping pretty much. But it has this really pretty gold finish that makes things look really glam and fancy. And so I just thought that would really kind of jazz this look up and just make it a little bit more chic and fun. And when I was done with this, I shared it with my daughter, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, that turned out so good." So again, it's fine as is, but if you want to give it a little bit of a different look, this might be an idea for you. You can really take a lot of different projects that are plasticky like this, and using that chalk paint, the chalk paint really adheres to things really well. But I did do 2 coats, and then here is the finished product. I hope you guys are loving it and are inspired to jazz up something of your own that you love, fun and fabulous on a budget. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to make a super fun little makeover on this set of Dollar Tree books. So I love the little fall Dollar Tree books, but since it's now going to be transitioning from fall into Halloween pretty soon, I thought I would give you guys an easy, budget-friendly way to make some cute, kind of neutral, chic Halloween decor. Okay, so we're going to take the little books and paint it with chalk paint, and I ended up using 3 coats to cover the original. And now I'm just going to take some of those Dollar Tree poster letters and add the words boo. B-O-O is all you need. And the Dollar Tree poster letters usually in my store are in the frame section. So I just thought this would be super fun. And you guys could do this on really any little goodie that you have, if you had like, a piece of wood or maybe a little sign or whatnot. The next thing I'm going to do is take some of that cute little Dollar Tree Halloween spooky, not so spooky ribbon and just gently hot glue it to the base and then wrap it around the entire book, kind of like our books are tied up with this little Halloween ribbon. This craft was so easy. You could even get your kiddos involved in the painting process. Just always be careful if you're having them help you with the hot gluing. And here's how it looks so far. Now, of course, you guys know I like to go a little bit extra, so I did just take and make a shoelace bow with some more of the little cute ribbon. And by shoelace bow, I just mean tying a bow like you would tie your shoelaces. It's super easy. And so you're just going to pull it to the desired length that you have, and then take your scissors and dovetail those ends. And by dovetailing the ends of a ribbon, you just take and you cut a little triangle in the end. I do like to make mine about the size to where it's not completely covering the boo lettering, but that it has a little bit of tail. So here I'm dovetailing the ends of this ribbon, and then you can simply hot glue it onto the side of your book, or you could even add like a little spider or a cute pumpkin or whatever really suits your fancy, or you could just leave this part off and just leave it black and white. So really, Halloween crafts are super fun and creative, and again, kind of like the fall crafting, you guys just can get really fun with it. Now, the next thing I also decided to add was a little bit of gold paint to the edges. You guys could skip that part, or you could also kind of distress it. So here is how it looks so far. And here is my gold paint pen. This is the Decor Art Premium Paint Pen, and I just buy mine off of Amazon. I also have bought it at Michael's Craft Store, and I'm sure Hobby Lobby has it as well. It's about $3 or $4, and it's just this really pretty fancy paint pen. It can be a little bit tricky to use sometimes, but the effect that it has on your craft projects really jazzes it up and makes it look like it's like rimmed in gold. So I feel like it just glamourizes things just a little bit. So here is how it turned out. So fun and fabulous on a total budget. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how you can create some super chic plates for decor purposes on a budget. So we're going to take some of this spray Mod Podge, or you can use regular Mod Podge, in this clear plastic plate. You guys can always use glass clear plates as well. And then just take one of the Dollar Tree scarves, and you just gently lay it over the plate and smooth it down to where it adheres to all the edges. And I do recommend using that spray Mod Podge outside. It has quite an odor, I'm telling you, but for this video I just wanted to share it with you guys. And now I'm going to take and trim off the extra edges of where the scarf was, and then bam, you guys have a fun little buffalo check plaid decor plate. Now you don't want to eat off of this obviously, but these would be great for a little shelf. And then you can also take one of those Decor Art Premium Paint Pens and just rim the edge of your plate to kind of make it look a little bit more fancy. And you can even go back in with some dabs of Mod Podge for any parts of the scarf that might be kind of frayed. Here is how that turned out. I thought it looked so super fabulous and cute, and just a great little fun piece to accent, especially if you're decorating with some black and white themed and you want to do something on a budget. With those Dollar Tree scarves, you can probably get about 3 plastic plates, so you just need 2 scarves if you wanted a whole set. Now I'm going to do this again with the Mod Podge and the plastic plate. This time we're going to use a Dollar Tree tea towel. I think some of the tea towels are so adorable and obviously great to use as a tea towel, but here's an idea for you where you can make a decorative plate using a tea towel. So you just smooth it on after you've Mod Podged the back side of the plate. Make sure it's the back side of the plate, and then using your Decor Art Premium Paint Pen, you can edge the edges of it. And really, this plate turned out as one of the favorites that I've ever done. I've shared these scarf plates with you guys before. Usually I use regular Mod Podge, but I'm telling you that spray Mod Podge is really amazing. It is so much less messy and it basically dries instantly. So I love that. Mod Podge, if you're out there, you guys did great with that one. But let me tell you, don't spray that inside. Really, it's too odory to do inside. I would recommend definitely doing that outside. But for video purposes, I had to share the craft with you guys. And here is how that turned out. I think it's really, really cute. And you could even go in with a little bit of extra glue and kind of really make sure those frayed edges get pinned down well. But hey, if this was up on a shelf and you were just decorating with this, you could obviously put some wrapped candy on top of this. But I definitely would not suggest that you guys eat off of these, even though they are, Mod Podged on the back side. They're just really for decor purposes, but I think it's a really great little idea if you want to save a buck and then also have some cute decor. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to do a super fun little Mackenzie Childs decor dupe. So Mackenzie Childs has these amazing creative black and white check, seasonal decor ideas, but they are hella expensive. So I thought we would create one using some Dollar Tree supplies. So from the Dollar Tree, you're going to grab one of these little cute cats or really any wooden piece you can paint on and just paint the entire thing white. This is a really great way to just create this look and skip some steps. So once you have it all the way painted white, you can just use some painter's tape and mark out your little checks that you're going to be painting. And oh my goodness, I love using the white Waverly chalk paint. Thank you, my sweet friend Stacy, for sending it to me. It just helps out so much, and I just really appreciate you, girlfriend. What a sweetie pie she is. So anyway, once you get the entire thing painted white, you can grab some painter's tape and just mark out some checks. So when I create my checks, I use a piece of painter's tape and then a marker or a pen or whatever will mark on your goodie. And I create the checks and I start the painter's tape in the center of my project and then work my way out. And then I'm just taking an old makeup brush and I'm using some black paint and I'm coloring in the checks with some black paint. So for the Mackenzie Childs designs, they do a black and white check and they'll even go back in and drag a little bit of white and gold paint into it, which I did end up doing a little bit later. I do like to dab my brush off as well, as you guys can see over there on my paper towel. And I did go ahead and make my kitty cat a black kitty cat because that's what I have at home, is a black kitty cat, and her name is Tinky. And then I'm just going to take this cute little paint pen. It's the DecoArt Premium Paint Pen. I get it on Amazon or Walmart, and I'm accenting my kitty cat with some white accents and some gold accents. And then, get creative, name her. We're going to name her Tinky since my little kitty cat's name is Tinky. And look, we have a Mackenzie Childs dupe and it only cost us $1 and some change with our paint supplies. You guys can do this really inexpensively, and don't mind my eyes. I get a little nervous when I'm doing eyes, but I think she turned out really cute and really creative. And if you wanted to get super creative, you could even do the checks in like a pink and white check or a red and white check, or whatever suits your fancy. I'm making this look more for Halloween, so I thought black and white check would be super cute, fun and fabulous on a budget. So for this Dollar Tree DIY, I just want to share with you guys how to make a super adorable lantern bow topper. You're going to take your Dollar Tree ribbon and measure it from your wrist into your elbow is going to be about 12 inches. And you're just going to take your ribbon and loop it over on itself, pinch it off in the center. And once you have that done, you can take a zip tie and just zip tie the center of your ribbon. This is such an easy bow hack. You guys have to try this. It makes things really cute and fun and super simple. You guys could always use a pipe cleaner as well to tie off that center or a little piece of wire. I've really been loving zip ties lately. You just need to think about when you tie it onto your project, covering up that little plastic thing because it's not too cute. But what I love, I guess, about zip ties is it really holds that bow together. Then you're going to take your fingers and just gently pull your little loops out, and you can do 4 loops or you can do 3 loops or however many loops you want to do to fancy up your bow. It really depends on the size of the lantern. This lantern isn't super huge, so I wanted to keep it a little bit, under just a couple loops. So anyway, once I had that done, I just took some ribbon and I tied my bow on with some ribbon. Listen, I love big bows and I cannot lie. You guys give me all the ribbon. I'm one happy girl. Seriously, I love bows. I don't think I'll ever stop loving bows. Maybe it's just because I'm a 90s girl and we did a lot of bowing back then. Let me know if you guys were with me on that. And now I'm going to cut some tails. So I'm just going to pull those ribbon loops out and tie the little tail on. And you guys could even mix in some different colored ribbon on this. I did use some of the similar ribbon, and here's how you dovetail your ends. You simply take your end, you fold it over, and then cut in a triangle upwards direction and give that little ribbon a good loop-de-loop. The next thing I wanted to do was add in some of this cute buffalo check plaid ribbon, which they're also featuring at Dollar Tree right now. I thought it was such a great steal. Now you can get a giant roll of it at Hobby Lobby, and it's maybe a little bit more bang for your buck, but hey, for $1.25 you can't beat it. And then I'm just making little curly cues out of those. I took a hot glue stick and wrapped the ribbon around the hot glue stick, and then I'm adding in this cute little eat, drink, and be scary sign, some spooky, not so spooky spiders, and some cute little pumpkins. So as always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video and which one are you inspired to recreate. Have you started decorating for fall, Halloween, or are you still just kind of hanging back and letting the season start on its own? Let me know what you guys are up to. I love to hear it. Light up this comment section with positivity. You have a voice. You can use your voice for good, positive vibes. Pray for one another. Love on one another. Do your best. Keep going. And I love y'all. And I can't wait for our next video. Thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It is a true blessing and honor to have you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivias for Me at Home. I'm a DIY crafty mama. I'd love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget. I truly believe that y'all don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. And for everybody that comes back and loves on me, I'm hugging all of your hearts so tight. Thank you so much for being along here with me on this YouTube journey and crafting journey. It's me, you, and this camera and my crazy crafty ideas. So I'm just thankful and blessed to have y'all here. And if you guys need more inspiration for crafting and decorating on a budget, go check out the rest of my I Love Fall series. It's located in my I Love Fall series under my YouTube channel. I have I Love Christmas, I Love Spring, pretty much any holiday you can decorate for, any little crafty projects you can make. I've covered several years of those, so go check that out. Listen, I love y'all to the moon and back. I want to encourage y'all to keep up the good work crafting and decorating, and keep up the good work in life in general. I know that everybody's been through something these last couple of years, so no matter where you're at, keep going. I promise it's going to get better. You can do it and get through it. So I love y'all. I'm wishing you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. Until our next video, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.